I guess I forgot to do some Goodman bashing in the last video or two. Some of the people in the comments, they came through for me though, saying that unit is still quieter than Goodman. Well, here's another Trane and Telepack. Checking out something this place, since actually the problem was with the VAV down below, not the Trane unit, but since there is a Trane and Telepack here, let's just want to tell you Goodman lovers, you know, even this unit is quieter than a lot of those residential 5-ton Goodman units, and this is like 60 tons. The other thing about this kind of equipment, like a Trane and Telepack, is like, dude, they do like minimum maintenance on this thing. Like at this place, they only call us when like something breaks. And this unit, like a lot of them, just keep running and running and running and running. And it's, you can hear the compressor sometimes at this stage in here, but it's got, you know, banks of 2 in tandem here, and they're huge. 140,000 BTUs per compressor, and there's just like, and then there's 2 of those together, 2 more tied over there. I mean, they're huge, and yet also in a backyard where a residential Goodman is, you know, the Goodman unit's louder than this. These units just keep running. These are tanks. These Intellepacks are tanks. I was just working on one the other day, and it had to have been like late 90s or something, just running. Finally put one condenser fan motor with that, and they're 3-phase. And this is a similar unit to the one I was on the other day. And these controls right there, man, they just like never break. I don't want to jinx it because I'm saying anything. The remote panel just runs. Never, hardly ever have to fix anything on these things. They're awesome. But I don't know. I just made this video real quick because some Goodman lover was talking a bunch of shite the other day. So I just had to go out of my way today, just to, you know, remind you that, you know, Goodman still sucks. Sure, they're ground turd Goodmans are not as bad as the brown turd Goodmans, you know, and they're still smelly, and they still don't hold a candle to Trane. I mean, they don't even make anything like this. All Goodman makes is a couple models of residential units, and then that's it. They have like a wannabe like commercial unit. I think it goes up to like, maybe they go up to 10 tons, and it's just like a wannabe crude copycat of a Carrier, you know, rooftop unit, and they can't even get that unit right. That unit's the biggest piece of shit commercial unit I know of, is that Goodman one. Where they can't even use screws to secure the blower bracket down when they use a belt drive. I mean, it's like Goodman engineers have never had any experience of a belt drive motor, so I have to use a couple 5/16 head number 6, you know, thread screws to secure our blower bracket down and put some belt tension on it. Idiots. Yeah, but yeah, Goodman they don't make a zillion different units. I mean, these units are like custom made, and yet Trane could get it right. You know, of course everybody makes mistakes, but something like this is not just stamped off in a factory one after another like Goodman does. That's all Goodman does, is stamp, boom, 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 copy, cookie cutter units. These units are built to order when you order one of these. They go, oh, you want the economizer? You want this? You want this? And it's all wired and set up with communication, you know, to the main board, sensors throughout the building, whatever. You know, and there's a lot more excuses to get something wrong on a custom-built unit like this Trane than there is a Goodman unit. But yet Trane gets it right way more often than Goodman. You know, these aren't cookie-cutter units. Too bad they don't do custom. Yeah. Trying to see what the comment was over there, and just disappeared on me. I don't know how to bring it back up. There we go. Would be lots of work to follow. That's right. Yeah. Because Goodman doesn't do custom order jobs like Trane does, even Carrier does, Lennox does, you know. So, you know, when you look at like hospital buildings and all that kind of stuff, you know, in the big cities and stuff, it's not Goodman's cooling those big units. It's Trane, it's, you know, Lennox, it's Carrier. So anyway, just had to get a nice little Goodman bash in this morning while I was letting this unit run. Just come up here to confirm the temperature before I go back down to a VAV. Custom would be just another mess of problems. That would be. So The only issue I got here is it looks like somebody, this ain't the original unit, and there's a curb adapter, so it lifted this unit up to the frickin' moon. This is almost identical to the unit I was doing the fan motor repair on the other day. Actually, I changed that condenser fan motor pretty fast too. Used my puller and everything. It didn't take really any longer than changing a residential, even though it was a big 3-phase, because the wires unhook at the motor and you leave the wires in place. So that's awesome. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. I gotta